In the time of the Song dynasty during the reign of the Renzong Emperor, over a millennium ago, a group of European mercenaries travels north of the Great Wall, searching for black powder. They are attacked by Khitan bandits. Several men are killed, the rest flee and hide in a cave. During the night in that cave, an unknown monster ambushes them, and only William and Tovar survive, with William having slashed off the monster's hand. They decide to take the severed arm with them as proof of what happened. The next morning, they make their way to the Great Wall and are captured by Chinese soldiers of a secret military sect called the Nameless Order. The order is led by General Shao and strategist Wang, who are surprised when they see the monster's hand, because they thought the monstrous attack would still be weeks away. William and Tovar are imprisoned within the wall and brought before the order's commanders. They carry the monster's arm, which raises alarm and curiosity among the commanders, who begin to believe this stranger might be connected to the coming threat they have prepared to face. The Nameless Order is a secret Chinese military order commissioned by the imperial court of the Song dynasty, created just for one purpose: to repel the alien monsters called the Taoti, which rise every 60 years. In the order's belief, the next invasion was still weeks away, so when its commanding officers see the severed monster hand that William and Tovar carry, they are shocked. They had not expected a sign of battle so early. Suddenly, without warning, a wave of Taoti creatures surged toward the Great Wall. The soldiers quickly mobilize their battalions, and the defensive lines brace for attack. The Nameless Order is organized into 5 specialist units: the Bear Troop, melee specialists who fight up close; the Crane Troop, acrobatic fighters, who are all female and use rope leaps from the wall; the Eagle Troop, expert archers; the Tiger Troop, who handle siege engines and heavy weapons; and the Deer Troop, mounted on horses for fast movement. As the battle rages, both sides suffer losses. Just when it seems overwhelming, the monster's queen signals her drones to retreat. During the fray, William and Tovar are freed by Peng Yong, a young Bear Troop soldier lacking experience. In turn, William saves Peng from being killed by Taoti. Their fierce fighting and battle skill impress General Shao and Commander Lin, leader of the Crane Troop. Because William and Tovar proved themselves in real combat, Shao and Lin granted them respect and more trust than before. Later, William and Tovar are led inside the fortress and meet Sir Ballard, another European who traveled east 25 years ago in search of black powder. Ballard was also captured long ago, and over time he has become the Order's teacher of English and Latin, teaching to the soldiers and prisoners. The 3 mercenaries sit in a dim chamber talking in whispers. They plan to break into the fortress storeroom, steal black powder, and escape when soldiers are busy fighting the Taoti. At another time, strategist Wang meets William privately and lays out the truth. He says that the monsters William fought are Taotis, in the film called the Taote. These beasts, Wang explains, come from a green meteor that crashed into Gawu Mountain 2,000 years before. The Chinese legend in the film says these monsters were sent by the gods to punish past emperors for abusing power over the people. Every 60 years, the Taoti return to invade northern China. The Nameless Order is the army's special force, and its soldiers have spent their whole lives training for exactly this invasion. William listens in shock. Wang's words show that this monster threat is ancient, tied to myth and divine judgment, not just random beasts. During the night, 2 Taotis manage to climb to the top of the Great Wall and silently slaughter several watchmen. Alarmed, General Shao and Commander Lin quickly lead the Deer Troop to investigate the breach. But the Taotis are hiding. They ambush Shao's men. In the fierce clash, the monsters are slain, but Shao is mortally wounded and cannot recover. With his last strength, he names Lin to succeed him, and then he dies, leaving Lin in command of the Nameless Order. Around this time, an imperial envoy arrives carrying an ancient scroll from the capital. The scroll claims that magnetic stones can pacify the Taotis. Strategist Wang explains that the strange stone William has carried all along may be the key. He believes it helped William slay the Taoti earlier, shielding him from the creature's control. To test this, William proposes they must capture a Taoti alive, and he volunteers to lead that mission. That decision forces him to delay his escape plan, which creates tension between him and Tovar. Tovar is angry, but he eventually agrees to assist William, much to Sir Ballard's dismay. During the next monster wave, the Taoti attack in numbers so large that Lin has to order the use of secret black powder rockets. The order surprises the Taoti with explosive firepower. They succeed in trapping and capturing one living Taudi, and they prove the magnetic theory works. The creature recoils when the stones are shown. The captured Taudi is then handed over to the envoy, who leads it toward the capital, intending to present it to the emperor. A short while later, a breach is discovered in the base of the Great Wall, a tunnel that the Taudi queen secretly used to lead her hordes close to the capital. As Commander Lin goes off to examine that hole, Tovar and Ballard see an opportunity to flee. They overpower William, knocking him unconscious because he resists their plan to escape. Soon after, William is arrested by Chinese soldiers. The order sees his resistance as betrayal. Peng Yong speaks up on William's behalf and temporarily saves him from harsher punishment. But ultimately, William is locked up within the wall itself. Meanwhile, some distance off, Ballard betrays and abandons Tovar during their escape. But Ballard's betrayal backfires. He is captured by Khitan bandits. They mishandle black powder and accidentally ignite it, destroying themselves and Ballard in the blast. Tovar later reclaims the horses, hoping to escape, but he is recaptured by the Deer Troop soldiers. At the capital, the envoy brings the captured Taoti and prepares to show the emperor their magnetic stone theory. However, at the critical moment, the monster awakens inside its enclosure and signals the Taoti queen. The queen hears this, responds, and sends word to her horde to attack, setting in motion a new wave of monsters. Knowing that the horde is closing in on the capital, Commander Lin orders that unstable hot air balloons be used so they can follow the Taoti from the sky. Before the journey to Bianliang, the capital, Lin gives word to free William. Strategist Wang tells William that when he is free, he must alert the outside world about the danger that is about to come. But William makes a choice. He stays and boards the last balloon along with Wang and Peng Yong. They arrive just in time to see Lin's balloon crash land in the already devastated capital. With courage and speed, William and the others race to her rescue, saving Lin from being torn apart by Taoti. The group then reaches the emperor's palace, battered but alive. There, Wang proposes a daring plan: to kill the Taoti queen by using the captured monster. They tie explosives to it and plan to feed it meat so it will be delivered to the queen. While they move the creature through secret passageways, a new wave of Taoti monsters bursts up through the sewers, flooding the palace. In the chaos, Peng Yong decides to sacrifice himself, stepping forward to hold off the monsters so the rest can escape. His selfless act gives William, Lin, and Wang time to carry out their plan, even as danger closes in from every side. With the Taoti queen freed, Lin, William, and Wang rush up a tall tower, carrying the captured monster and explosives. Their goal is to fire a special black powder rocket and trigger the explosion that will kill the queen. As they climb, Wang moves ahead to the upper levels, but he is struck down by monsters and dies before he can reach safety. Higher up, William releases 2 explosive arrows, but they are deflected by the Taoti's protective shields and guards. At that critical moment, William throws the magnet into the horde below. The magnetic force disrupts the shields and creates an opening. Lin seizes this chance. She lunges forward and drives her spear carrying the explosive through the defenses toward the queen. The spear pierces the queen and detonates. The queen is destroyed in the blast, and almost immediately the rest of her horde freezes solid, falling motionless. With the threat ended, William is offered a great reward, but he refuses the powder. Instead, he demands that Tovar be freed. Tovar is annoyed by this but accepts. The 2 men, now accompanied by cavalry soldiers, prepare for their journey back to Europe. Lin, now elevated to general, watches them depart from the wall. As they ride off, William turns to Tovar and jokes that he doesn't trust him to make the trip alone. Tovar rolls his eyes, but the bond between them has changed.